diving in, get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in, get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul.
Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Southeast Louisiana. I'm Reverend Larrye-Marie Heyl, and I am so glad that you've decided to join us today. We are radically inclusive spiritual renegades who are healing hearts and creating community. We embrace conscious spiritual living and encourage everyone else to do the same so that they can live in enthusiastic expectancy of their good. Let us begin with prayer. So just taking a deep breath and connecting with your higher power, whether you call it God or the universe or spirit or guide, whatever it might happen to be. Just recognizing the love and the peace and the ease that flows through you as you connect with that divine beingness. And as an individual expression of the divine, all that the divine is right within you, just waiting to be released, waiting to bubble up to the surface and show up. The love, the joy, the peace, the ease, the calm, the freedom. And what I know to be the truth is that each of us is here today by divine appointment. That we have come to figure out, what does it mean to fall into the all? What does it mean to really relax in the arms of the divine and be renewed? And whether it be something in the message or something in the music or just a short phrase that touches your heart, there is a reason that you have chosen to be here today. And the divine is speaking to you in some way in these next few minutes to allow you to know that you truly can fall into the all that the divine is. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this community. I'm grateful that you've showed up. I'm grateful that we have this opportunity to connect. Even if we can't be in person, we have this technology that allows us to move through space into each other's homes. And I'm grateful to know that the God without is the God within each person on this planet. So it's from all that gratitude that I release these words into the law of mind, spirit, and action. Because what I know is that each of us are planting seeds of love on this planet, planting seeds of love in this community, and that those seeds are growing into a beautiful garden that creates a life in which we can all live in peace and calm and joy. And I know that the divine has already seen this garden and has said, yes, look at how very beautiful, how very good this is. So what I can do is just say amen, let it be, and we can affirm it together. And so it is. So I invite you to join in the singing We have a beautiful musician today. Her name is Donna Michael, and she's leading our music today. But this particular opening song, all of the musicians on the Ministers Gathering team are participating, and it's just a lot of fun. So join in, the words are there, sing along.
Brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Sing love now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. And louder now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Sing joy now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Sing peace now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. Little louder now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Last time, love, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. And at last time, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Everybody sing joy together. Oh, joy together. Oh, joy together. Oh, joy. Join together, together in love. Join together, together in love. Join together, together in love. Join together, together in love.
So this is our time for celebration and healing. Our time in our service where we celebrate life and we pray for people who desire prayer. We begin with celebration, so I invite you to say aloud, so that the whole universe can hear it, any event in your life for which you're grateful and joyful this week. And now we turn to the healing portion of our service. We're a community steeped in healing. So we pause now to pray for anyone who's not feeling the joy of life that we perhaps were just feeling. They're not feeling maybe that they have things to celebrate. And I truly love this part of our service because it's so in alignment with who we are. So let's pray. God is all there is. God is that love and that peace and ease and grace and freedom and so much more. And as an individual expression of the divine, each of us have within us all of these qualities of spirit. They're available to us right here and right now. And what I know to be the truth is that there are people on this planet right now that aren't embracing those qualities. So we stop for a moment and we create a circle of love. And in this community, we place in that circle of love anyone that we recognize within ourselves or for someone else that might need prayer. So I'm going to pause and I just invite you to say aloud the names of all of those people that you want to include in our circle of love. I know that God is right where each of us happens to be, right here and right now, moving in, through, and as each of us. And I know that the divine has heard every name that we spoke, either in our hearts or aloud. And what I'd like you to do now is pause again, and from your heart to all of theirs, just send out love, knowing that the divine knows exactly how to distribute it. And what I know to be the truth is that anything that needs to be released within each of these people is being released now, be it disease of the mind, of the body, of the soul. I know that anything that's seeking to come forth and be lifted up can be lifted up. And that this release and this lifting up is healing whatever's called to be healed. I know that each of these people is feeling more deeply their connection with the divine right now. I have evidence of that, and I know it to be the truth for everyone that we place in our circle. So I'm so grateful to know that the God without is the God within me. The God without is the God within every person in our circle, every person in this community, and every person on this planet. And I'm grateful for that power of community prayer and what it means to the uplifting of the people on this planet. So it's from all that gratitude that I release this prayer into the law of mind, spirit, and action. Because I know that the divine, in all of its wisdom, has already called all of this good. Any heavy lifting that needs to be done to heal whatever needs to be healed, the divine is already taken care of. So I can just know it's already done, say amen, and together we can affirm it. And so it is. I invite you to join me for our community affirmation. My life's purpose is already within me, and I am committed to its unfoldment. I am here by divine appointment to join in a community that cares for one another, to be in a place that transforms people's lives, to remember the highest truth about myself, to learn spiritual tools for personal transformation, and thus to make the world a more joyful place. So this is our time for meditation. So I'm just going to invite you to relax. We're going to begin with a beautiful song by Donna Michael called Holy Healing Energy. And then we'll move into a brief meditation and a time of just quiet music. And then I invite you at the end to sing along and really embrace the words.
flowing through me, flowing through me, flowing through me, holy healing energy, flowing through me, flowing through me, holy healing energy. Here we go. Holy healing energy of God is flowing through me. Holy healing energy of God is flowing through me. Flowing through me. Flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Flowing through me, flowing through me, holy healing energy. Joy, holy healing energy of joy is flowing through me. Holy healing energy of joy is flowing through me. Flowing through me, flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Flowing through me, flowing through me, holy healing energy. Holy healing energy of God, of peace, of love, flowing through me, you, and the whole wide world.
So we take a deep, nourishing breath. Release whatever we need to release so we can be fully present to this moment. Moving from our head to our heart as we fall into the all of the holy healing energy of God that is flowing through each of us right now. During the meditation with just the music, invite the divine to let you know what it is within you that is asking to be released so you can fully feel the holy healing energy and be renewed. And as we return from this time of our private conversation with the divine, just bring back whatever is asking to be released, so you can truly fall into the all of that holy healing energy of God, of joy, of peace, of love, knowing you are renewed by releasing it.
Holy healing energy of God is flowing through me. Holy healing energy of God is flowing through me. Flowing through me. Flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Flowing through me. Flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Here we go. Holy healing energy of God is flowing through me. Holy healing energy of God is flowing through me. Flowing through me. Flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Flowing through me. Flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Joy, holy healing energy of joy is flowing through me. Holy healing energy of joy is flowing through me. Flowing through me. Flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Flowing through me. Flowing through me. Holy healing energy. Holy healing energy of God, of peace, of love, flowing through me, you, and the whole wide world.
I'm Nancy Wirtz, and today I'm reading from Emmett Fox, Find and Use Your Inner Power. Take it easy. Don't hurry. You're going to live forever, somewhere. In fact, you are in eternity now, so why rush? Don't worry. What will this thing matter in 20 years' time? You belong to God, and God is love. So why fret? Don't condemn, as you cannot get under the other fellow's skin. You cannot possibly know what difficulties he's had to meet, how much temptation or misunderstanding or stupidity within himself he has had to overcome. You are not perfect yourself and might be much worse in his shoes. Judge not. Don't resent. If wrong has been done, the great law will surely take care of it. Rise up in consciousness and set both yourself and the delinquent free. Forgiveness is the strongest medicine. Don't grumble. Consume your own smoke. Your own concept is what you see, so treat and change that. Don't grab. You cannot hold what does not belong to you by right of consciousness anyway. Grabbing postpones your good. Don't shove. You're always in your right place at the moment. If you don't like it, change it scientifically by rising in consciousness. Let me read that one again. Don't shove. You are always in your right place at the moment. If you don't like it, change it scientifically by rising in consciousness. This will be permanent. And so it is.
It has been a real blessing for me to join you from Nashville. I think you all know this next song very well. I am, you are, we are a light in this world.
I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright, and I shine. And I shine, and I shine so bright. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. And I shine. And I shine, and I shine so bright, and I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. Think of someone you are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. We shine, we shine, we shine, we shine, we shine.
I want to thank Donna Michael for her music, beautiful music today, and also Nancy Wirtz for doing our reading. Last week we talked about changing the world, one person and one action at a time, and today we want to talk about falling into the all of the divine. It's officially fall, evidenced by the leaves that are falling from the trees, and the days are getting shorter. And it's interesting how the trees don't try to cling to the leaves that are falling off. They just readily release them to make way for a new season and for something new. And if we want to truly relax into the arms of the divine, to really fall into that all and embrace all of our divine inheritance, what's important is that we consider being more like the trees and not clinging to those things that are no longer serving us. So your question for this week is this: what is the one choice that you might make to release what needs to be released so that you can fully relax into the arms of the divine and be renewed? One more time. What's the one choice that you might make to release what needs to be released so that you can fully fall into the arms of the divine and be renewed? Such a great thought, being renewed. As humans, most of us don't readily release the things that no longer serve us. We aren't much like the trees in that aspect. Yet what I know to be the truth is that we must release the old stuff to make space for new stuff. You've heard the phrase, out with the old, in with the new. Their phrase starts out with the old, but we hang on to the old and then try to stuff more stuff on top of it, and it starts to weigh us down. So the message today is about making space for new habits and new ideas and new goals, all of which require us to examine what we have cluttering our current space, what's cluttering our minds, our hearts. Where are we clinging to old ideas, old beliefs, that old stuff that's no longer serving us? We cannot truly relax into the arms of the divine and into all that we can be if we cling to useless things, old resentments, old traumas, old ways of doing and being that no longer are in our best interest. There was this old farmer, and he had plowed around this rock for years and years in his field. He had broken several plows and a cultivator on it, and he had actually grown rather morbid about the rock. And when he finally broke another plow on it, he decided that the rock had given him enough trouble and he was going to do something about it. So he went to dig it up, and he got a crowbar and he put it under the rock, and he realized the rock was only buried about 6 inches deep. And it actually surprised him to discover that it was rather easy to remove. It wasn't really that thick, and he could break it up with his sledgehammer. And as he finished doing that and clearing that space, he was kind of smiling to himself because he remembered all the trouble that that rock had caused him for years and years because he hadn't done something about it. How many things in your life are causing you trouble because you don't bother to do something about them? We cling so tightly to things. We create workarounds. The farmer plowed around the rock for years and years. Often that's out of habit. Sometimes it's out of avoiding whatever's going on. Sometimes it's out of indifference. And other times it's out of habit. There's that story about the grandchild who was asking her grandmother, why did she cut off the end of the ham when she put it in the pot? And the answer was, because that's the way my mother and my grandmother did it. The truth was, pots used to be smaller in the olden days, and the ham wouldn't fit. So it made sense back then to cut off the end so the ham would fit in the pot to be cooked. But the pots are much larger now, and there is no reason to cut off the end of the ham and labor trying to do that, other than it was history, it was habit. So it's like the man and the plow. Sometimes we unconsciously do things out of habit. I'm going to invite you to think about what your closet looks like. Is it so full that you have to issue an avalanche warning if you want to go get something out of it? Seriously, I have sometimes stuffed so many things in my closet that just getting a pair of pants out is difficult. And it's like I'm not going to buy anything new because they won't fit. I won't have any place to put it. Sometimes our closets are so full of old clothes, or our sheds are so full of that unused fishing gear, or those unused gardening tools. Or our brain is cluttered with incomplete agreements, broken promises, past resentments. Sometimes we have unresolved emotional trauma that takes space in our brains. And it's pretty hard to make space for something new or to really be available for something new if we have all of that clutter. So in order to really fall into the all, It requires us to clean and clear out on a lot of different levels. Physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, and even spiritually. It has to do with falling into that space of the divine and having the space for whatever it is the divine wants to tell you to show up. If you want to truly relax in the arms of the divine and listen to what's next in your life, like new friends, a new career, a new job, a new attitude on life, even a new car or a new relationship, you have to clear out the old to make room for it. We have to take that example from the trees to just allow the leaves to fall, to let that old stuff fall and be left behind. And what we know is when the leaves fall, they start to generate something that's new. And they actually fertilize the ground. So if your mind and your heart and what I call the bookshelves of your life are full, it's impossible to make room for new things that might bring a brighter future. Think about this. If you want new friends in your life, but you pack your schedule so tightly that you don't have any time for them, do you really think they're going to show up? And if you want a new romance, but you're still angry with your last partner or still holding on and talking about all of the things that your last partner did to you, do you truly think that you're emotionally available to somebody else showing up in your life? Those are just a couple examples. I've seen people walk down the street and actually cross over because they didn't want to run into somebody that they had some kind of old emotional baggage with. We don't know if it was something that was an old resentment. Maybe they owed them money. I don't know what it was about. But avoiding connecting with a person that you have some old business with, some incomplete business with, is not the solution. It's definitely not the way that you are going to make progress in your life. So if incompletes are weighing you down, broken promises, broken agreements, personal relationships that have unstated resentments or unforgiveness, you haven't yet forgiven what happened, all of these clutter your mind. And when they're cluttering your mind, they weaken your focus and they draw you away from what it is you really want and what you really think is important in your life. But if we keep relaxing and we keep learning how to just release those old things that are cluttering us, we can actually embrace the future. It does require us, though, to let go of the past. I don't know if you're familiar with the story of the city of Sodom, and Lot and his wife and his family were leaving, and all that God had said is, don't look back. Well, Lot's wife couldn't stand it. She looked back and she instantly turned into a pillar of salt. Now, we're all familiar that salt is a preservative. This is a very metaphorical message. When we clutch on to the old, when it's no longer serving us, because the city of Sodom was no longer a place for them to be, but she was clutching to that old, leaving a home that she didn't necessarily want to leave. We become petrified at some level. We can't preserve the past and hang on to it so tightly that we don't have any space for moving into the future. So Alan Cohen, in A Deep Breath of Life, wrote this: when we hold on to anger, hurt, or resentment, we only hurt ourselves. By withholding love from another, we deny it to ourselves. If we keep someone in prison with our thoughts, you have to sit at the door to keep them from escaping, and thus you become a prisoner yourself. To free another is to free yourself. And when you give the gift of release, your spirit is healed. And that gift of release isn't just about other relationships. It's about all of that baggage that we hold on to. I don't know about you, but I don't want it to become a prisoner to keep somebody else in jail. I want to give that gift of release and heal whatever is hurting my spirit. So if you have something that's weighing you down, consider that possibly it's time to complete it. So there's a practical part of how we go about eliminating things in our lives that we haven't completed or that are weighing us down. Some things are easier to get rid of because they're less emotional and they have less impact on us. We can go clean a disorganized dress or that overflowing junk drawer in our house or our disorganized tax records, maybe family pictures that we've never put into an album. All of those things are less emotionally impacting what we feel. The other incompletes are a lot more difficult. Those personal relationships that we're still hanging on to, those hurtful things that we've said or somebody else has said, those promises that weren't kept, either ours or somebody else's, and the people that we have not yet forgiven. So it's time, and what I'm urging you is in this time of fall to complete those incompletes. Whatever's on your list, just think about what's holding you back. And think about whether or not you can do it right now. Can you get rid of those things? Because if you continue to put them off, it just produces negativity within you. And what we know in this philosophy is that what we hang on to, we get more of. What we put out into the world, that negativity that we're hanging on to, comes back to us multiplied abundantly. So releasing past hurts and angers and resentments, past fear, actually supports us in succeeding faster in being able to have a clear mind to listen to what the divine has to say when we're relaxing into the all. What I love is that there's 4 Ds that you can use in order to complete your incompletes. The first one is do it. Some things it just feels great to do. Cleaning out that junk drawer and having things organized, at least for a little while, feels good. And if it takes longer than that, if it's a bigger project, create a plan to get it done. The second thing you can do is you can delegate it. If it's something that someone else can do for you and you have no interest in doing it, delegate it to someone else. It might even be worth hiring somebody to do. The opening song said, join together with love. Join together with somebody that might enjoy doing what it is you want to do. The third thing is to defer it. If you still want to take care of something yourself that maybe is going to take longer than just a little bit of time, and you know that you're going to have to devote some time to it, you might want to put it on a to-do list or schedule sometime in the future when you know that you're going to do it. And then between that time and the current time, you can just let it off of your thoughts. So if it's creating negative thoughts, you know that on November 1st, I'm going to do that. And the last thing is delete it. Sometimes tasks are embedded in our mind, and what we really need to do is just delete it. Perhaps you didn't. It's something that you didn't even realize you were hanging on to. Some old hurt, some old statement that somebody had said to you, and you haven't yet forgiven them for saying it, and you know that they really didn't mean it, but it was hurtful to you at the time. Maybe it was a should do. Maybe we were shoulding on ourselves. Sometimes we think we should do some things because our parents would have done it, our friends might do it, but it's not something that we really care that much about. So just delete it off your list. Just get rid of it. It makes life easier. Deleting can be really freeing, in addition to the fact that it's an excellent clearing process. For example, if you had all that old fishing gear stored somewhere or those old gardening tools that you're not using, would it really matter? Would you really miss them if you gave them away? That's a way of deleting. You've given them away. You've done something about it. How about old resentments that keep you stuck? Do you truly really want to keep hanging on to those. Because the old resentment, I've had conversations with people and said, you know, I'm really sorry. I was thinking about a situation, and it might have been a year or two ago. They weren't even thinking about it, but it was on my mind. So sometimes it's just, you have a choice to resolve it or to let it go. Last week I was talking about that orange, and when we squeeze it, we get orange juice, because what's inside is what really matters. And when we complete the things that are keeping us stuck in the past, we get an opportunity to better see who we are on the inside, to better see what's still left after all of that stuff that's keeping us stuck in the past is gone. We really can do what Donna Michael was talking about in that song. We really can shine. So think of all the unfinished things in your life that have impacted you at some point. What I know is when we have all of those unfinished things, it dims the light that we are in the world, at least a little bit, because they keep us a little bit, there's a little bit of a cover, one of those veils that we talked about several months ago. And when we embrace that we're doing the best that we can do, and that everybody else on the planet's also doing the best that they can do with what they know at the time, it's really easier to forgive. It's easier to let go. It's easier to let all of those leaves just fall by the wayside and get rid of all that old baggage. Carrying around that baggage can get very tiring. Ever been on a trip and you overpacked your luggage and you thought, why did I bring all this extra stuff? Now my luggage is really heavy. Well, the truth is, we carry around a lot of extra baggage, and we could just let it go. Take it out of the suitcase, get rid of it. Leave it behind, let somebody else use it. Jack and Cornelia Addington in Your Needs Met wrote these very powerful words, which I think summarize what I've been saying so far. Know that right this moment, all of the past is released. It has no power over you. Recognize the mistakes of the past for what they were. Efforts to do the best you knew at the moment. All of the slights of the past, times when you seem to have been rejected, are now released and forgiven. If there was anyone else involved, know that they too were doing the best that they knew at the moment. The past is released. Tomorrow will have within it all that is necessary for the fullness of that day. I love that definitive statement. The past is released. And tomorrow will have within it all that is necessary for the fullness of today. If we want tomorrow to have within it all that's necessary for the fullness of this day, if we really want to be able to fall into the all, to relax and rest in the arms of the divine, it's time we release the past. It's time that we decide to do, defer, delegate, or delete all of our baggage. We need to decide that we're carrying nothing forward that is not enhancing our ability to live in joy and to live a life that we just love living. So release what you need to release, and then you can fully enjoy your life because you're not carrying around all the extra baggage. So I'm going to challenge you this week to remember to let go, to be more like the trees in the fall, letting go of all the leaves so that they can become something new and allow you to have that space within you for all that newness to show up. And here's a question you can ask yourself. Ask yourself every evening, what choices did I make today to release what needs to be released so I can fully relax into the arms of the divine and be renewed? What choices did I make today to release what needs to be released so I can fully relax into the arms of the divine and be renewed? That's a great question. And if we asked ourselves that every week, every evening, I bet you we would start looking at the things that we hadn't yet released. And just in case you get bogged down in the releasing processes, I want to end up with these words of Edwin Gain. They happen to be in the 4 spiritual laws of prosperity, but they have to do with a lot of things in our life. One great tool is to learn how to say the word oops again. When you watch a baby learn to walk, she'll take a few steps and then fall. And when she does, you don't say, "Look, you failed, you ignorant thing. Just stay down there and don't try again." This is what we often say to ourselves. It's much gentler and far more empowering to learn to say, "Whoops, that didn't work. Oh well, I'll just have to try again." So I'm going to challenge you to just say, "Oops, that didn't work. I'll just have to try again." If you're in the process of trying to release something and that releasing gets stuck, it might take several times to move through all of the baggage that's been held there for years and years. So on that note, let's pray. So I'm just connecting with that divine, knowing that God is the epitome of forgiveness, the epitome of letting go of anything that was not serving, the epitome of just acceptance and non-judgment. And that as my divine inheritance, all of that ability to forgive and forget is right there within me. So I absolutely know the truth that this week, that we as a community are being more like the trees and letting those leaves fall, letting all of those things that are resentments or emotional connections that aren't serving us, or even the physical properties or the contacts that we have that are no longer serving us and keeping us in a positive state, that we're just letting go of all of that. That we're knowing that all of that is absolutely falling away, creating space within us for the bright new future of whatever the divine wants to let us know is our path as we just move forward and relax in the arms and listen. So I am grateful. I'm grateful for the lessons of release. I'm grateful for that lessons of, oops, that didn't work. Guess I'll just have to try something different or try again. Those are great lessons. And I'm grateful that this community comes together to support each other. Get somebody to help you. I'm grateful that this community has a sense of support and love for one another. I'm grateful that we say during our affirmation that we're here to support each other, to love one another, to make the world a more joyful place. And it's not just for everybody else, it's for ourselves as well. So it's from all that gratitude that I just release this into the law of mind, spirit, and action, because I know the divine has already said yes, so I can just let it be. I say amen, and let's affirm it together. And so it is. So we have a beautiful offertory blessing right now. I invite you to sing along as you prepare to send in your tithe or your donations to our center. You'll be seeing all the ways that you can donate, and we're so grateful for that.
From the love of your spirit within me, I bless this gift I send it forth to heal, bless, and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me, multiplied abundantly. From the love of your Spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal, bless, and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me, multiplied abundantly. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is.
You can find all of the information for donating at our website at cslsoutheastla.org. You can use the donate button there, or you can use Zella or Venmo at 225-287-8887. You can text your amount to 1-225-320-5100. Or you can mail your donation to CSL Southeast Louisiana, care of Reverend Larrye-Marie Heyl, 445 Magnolia Wood Avenue, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 70808. We thank you for your tithes and donations, and we appreciate the fact that you are giving gifts that are flowing out to everyone we touch. So we have a beautiful song, another one by Donna Michael today. And it's totally in alignment with the message today because it's about letting our light shine in the darkness. And we're in the darkness when we don't release things that are holding us down. So whenever we can release those things that aren't serving us, we certainly let go of hiding our light and let it shine. And the song title is There Is a Light.
There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. There is a light that shines in the darkness. Let it shine, let it shine. let it shine, shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, shine, let it 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 shine. Let it shine.
Thank you for joining us today. We invite you to like us on Facebook at Center for Spiritual Living, Southeast Louisiana, and follow us on YouTube. Our channel is CSL SELA. You can also join us for our community time. You have a little bit of time to go grab coffee or tea and maybe a snack. Then dial in and join us for a live discussion. The conference line, which we use every week, is 515-604-9000. So put it in your phone with the participation code 475220. We begin with the discussion of the service and follow up with a process to help you dive more deeply into the concept of the day. We hope you'll join us. So in closing, I just want to remind you that Disney claims to be the happiest place on earth. But we here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Southeast Louisiana know that we are absolutely the most joyful place on earth. So until we meet again, may you be wrapped in the arms of love and kindness. And may you take some time to follow those 4 Ds. Do it, delegate it, defer it, or delete it. And when you have finished doing all of that and getting everything that is holding you down from really embracing a life of joy, you will feel very much alive.
Alive, alive, alive forevermore. My spirit is alive, alive forevermore. Alive, alive, alive forevermore. My spirit is alive. Sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah. My spirit is alive forevermore. Sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah. My spirit is alive. Alive, alive, alive forevermore. My spirit is alive, alive forevermore. Alive, alive, alive forevermore. My spirit is alive. Sing hallelujah.